Hello, Subnauts. This is going to be a playthrough that shows a general progression strategy, similar to a walkthrough. It's going to be not entirely completionist and not entirely speedrun either, but somewhere between the two. The idea is to see a good portion of the video game but not to necessarily consume every bit of material. It's going to show my overall strategy for getting through this game, and it's going to be somewhat time efficient, but otherwise comfortable and chill. So I'm not trying to rush through it, but I'm not trying to waste any time either. And I may use this playthrough as the basis for making excerpts for specific topical videos regarding Subnautica Below Zero. So anyway, I'm going to try to target 30 minutes in length for each of these videos. And so let's get started. They may run a little long or be just a little short, but about 30 minutes is my goal. This game does benefit from being installed to an NVMe drive.
This is the farthest that I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me, and Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed. Welcome to 45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, well, there are some flares and some nutrient blocks around here, so if you take a moment to run around and pick them up, and some water bottles as well, so I like to do that.
Blueprint synthesized.
I only have a very narrow use for flares, so I'm just going to grab the one.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
They sure did get this world looking good through the years, didn't they? Well, as soon as I jump in the water here, and this biome is called the Sparse Arctic, I like to get started right away. So, I know I'm going to need a few things. Need some titanium, some copper, some fish to make water with.
New creature discovered.
Quartz. The nice thing about the beginning of the game is that you don't have to be very discriminating about what you pick up, because you're going to need everything. I'm not going to need one of those for a while. So I'm not going to pick him up. Contrary to what I just got done saying. Now, before I head to the drop pod, I like to stop by this place not too far
All
from
Terra
it.
supply cache nearby.
Oh, have I gone too far already? Well, that's really easy to miss, but there's a little nook that has a couple of mineral seams right here, and it's a good place to get just a quick grip of gold and silver. So in addition to copper and titanium, we're gonna need some batteries. So we need to grab those ribbon plants, at least a couple of them, to get started.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage. Oxygen. Oxygen.
And before I even go in for the first time, I'm going to want 3 of these creepvine seed clusters. If you ever find yourself out of inventory space, see if
New
there's something you
blueprint
can eat or drink.
synthesized.
Found the drop pod.
I like to make a lubricant and 2 of the silicone rubbers. I'm going to definitely want 3 batteries because I can make them. A copper wire and a wiring kit. And since I have a wiring kit and a copper wire, I may just as well start myself with a compass. Get the fins. Make a survival knife, a scanner. Maybe we can
All
put
right,
together a
I
glass.
have a scanner.
And I guess we can make the flashlight. All right, so that's a pretty good start. Let me go ahead and put things where I like them.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
So one of the earliest problems that you're going to face is storage. And in the interest of having good storage options, I'm going to go to Outpost 0. It's easy to get to in the early game. It's got a lot of good scans, a lot of good loot that you can pick up, and it drives the storyline. No, you know what? I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to pick up Alan first because he drives dialogue in that place. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do... Normally I go to emergency supply cache and grab that and then go out to the other area in the east to grab that. But not this time. This time I think I'm going to go straight to Twisty Bridges and work on getting my dive gear. For that matter, the very next thing I need to do is put together the first oxygen tank. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first, and then I'm going to go to the Twisty Bridges.
New blueprint synthesized. Adding additional blueprints to your databank. The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
So I'm going to head approximately due south. Then I'm going to dive, and I'm going to start looking around for some of the things.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Well, I'm not seeing that first thing that I looked for, which I believe is just slightly below 100 meters. might be just a little bit to the east. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. But this is not a good dive for it, so I'm going to go on ahead and head up, catch my breath,
Warning.
and then go back.
30 seconds of oxygen
go
remaining.
back down for it. So there's a couple of scans that I want to get, as well as the data box. The data box is the most important thing, but the scans are important too. Grab the window, grab the tank, and the build fragment, and
New blueprint
be
synthesized.
on my way.
New blueprint synthesized. Oxygen.
Now there might be an oxygen plant that I just didn't see. Like, you could probably go and grab that oxygen plant and then head over and probably do a little better. It doesn't have to be that close of a call. Now I'm going to start heading back west a little bit and look around for the that thing right there. Alright, I'm not going for it here. I just wanted to get it found. And I'm going to plan a route that involves an oxygen plant, because this one is a little bit more technical than the other one.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I think I'm going to grab that light stick. Unnecessary. What I really need is that data box. Grab this oxygen plant and be on my way. Now, I'm not bothering with these scans right now just because I need to finish my dives and get out.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So let me tell you about the 3-to-1 rule. In the O2 dial, you see the number of seconds of oxygen that you have left. This is combined between your lungs and your air tank, by the way. So in case you're wondering why it says a tank has 180 seconds of air, but you have 225, that's why. You have, 45 seconds of air without a tank or so that gets added. That gets added to your total. That's also why when you use the strategy where you carry multiple tanks around and you switch tanks, you don't get a full dial, because you have, well, at least you don't if you run it down beyond the capacity of the tank. So you'll see that there's the number of seconds that you have left, and then at the top you have meters of depth, which in the beginning loosely represents how far you have to swim to get oxygen. So if you maintain a ratio of 3 meters per 1 second of oxygen remaining and keep yourself inside that envelope, you should be okay. So what do I need? I need, I'm going to need a couple of glass for sure. There's one. I'll need a silver. I think I need a wiring kit. A fiber mesh, a silicone rubber. I can go ahead and do that now.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
Alright, well, we're just about 20 minutes into this game, and we have the high-capacity O2 tank, the rebreather, the fins, the knife, flashlight, scanner. We're in pretty good shape for as soon in as we are. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go by the architect facility and pick up my guest.
Critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified.
We will get lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped.
Warning. Sanctuary power. Critical.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Alright, well, that should just about do it for this video. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to cut it here right at the entrance to this sanctuary. And then in the next video, since we're here, I will take a dive and go down into the deep sparse reef and get a few blueprints. My objectives there will be to get the sea truck fabricator module, the storage module, just a handful of lithium, a good grip of diamonds, and if I have any space left over, table corals. I'm going to need those. So I will see you in the next video.